Hello, lovely people. Today we are in one of the biggest factories in China, and today we are come to showcase what this factory has got. Hello, welcome. What's your name?
David,
David. Wow, good. I'm so happy to be here. What is the name of this factory?
Sun, Earth, Solar.
Oh, so sun, earth, solar. Then you should be thinking about solar energy.
Yes. First company to ever produce solar in China. You can find it in history books of China. So that's what we are proud of. We were used to be called Ningbo Solar Electrical Company. And we produced the first civilian solar module in China. And we were supplying all these satellites and all that before we went private. Because we were a state-owned company. We were doing the satellites, we were doing the railway, we were doing the navigations for the ships and beacons, sea beacons. Wow. But then we start doing the civilian industries. We start with the recycled wafers, because back then wafers are so expensive. Wafers are so expensive. Wow. Because wafers back then was just this small. It's like 1 inch, 2 inches. It is so expensive. So we only use, when they are finished with semiconductors, they have excess wafers. So we grab them. We use these to produce some of the solar modules, and we found it can produce some electricity, and that's how we started as a factory.
Oh, this one.
Well, something like this. It's kind of the early module in the early 1980s. Okay. So in 1978, that's when we first producing the modules. That's probably the first Chinese module. Yeah, that's a long time.
I've never seen this type before.
Yes, probably you will see is these silicon modules, and these are like 20 years old. So it's basically a history of solar modules. You can't see anything like this in China or even in the world. So yes, we were the top 100 in manufacturing in the city, top exporting company in Zhejiang, top 100 in a comprehensive everything, just all these. And we continuously developing new technologies like TOPCon modules, and this is new. This is recent. Nobody knows.
What is that?
This is called back contact modules. It's just back contact. If this is the back side, you see all these lines at the back, and this is front side. You see nothing. Yeah. And the normal modules, you see all these silver lines. Yeah. This is called bus bars. It collects the electrons. And for the back contact modules, there's nothing in the front. Everything is collected through the back. So it just looks good. And there's nothing in the front side that's shadowing the sun. So it got very good efficiency, and it looks perfect. It's a module that looks full black for the roofs, for the balconies, for all the systems. And this is all new technology. We just finished testing it this month, and we're going to ship it to Germany next month. Oh, wow. You guys are the first one to know it. Very lucky.
Trust me, I've never seen this type before.
Yes, I literally just put this thing in the box yesterday.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so these are just some of our modules from the 2000s. These are probably 90s for the navigations, railways, energy storage, and these are actually the current modules, TOPCon modules.
So which one uses the railways?
It's the smaller ones.
Smaller ones.
Yes, because they put it for the the railway traffic signals. They have tiny signals for the railway, red lights, green lights. Yeah. So they have these they call off-grid system, because it's not actually connected to a power grid. Oh well, I have to be accurate. Back then, in the 1990s, 2000s, it's not connected to a power grid. Yeah. So they use this kind of system with a battery, and they put a solar on it, so they can run independently. But now everything is connected to the grid, So it's not anymore. So these are our full black module, we call it, because we put it the frame, the aluminum frame. We use the dark frame, and the wafer we put it dark shading. So on the because European roofs, they want their roof to be they want nothing reflective on the roof. So they don't want, the aluminum color on the roof. Yes, so we just customize this module to be perfect fitting for their roof. Yes, wow, they like it. So we make it to their look. So that's why I was telling the BC module is much better because although I say it's for black module, there's still these kind of bus bars. Yes, and the BC module would eliminate these kind of silver lines in the module, and it will be completely, truly for black modules. And we are proud of it. It's a piece of art. Because these are just these are bigger modules. This is 610 watts. It's very high efficiency. It could go up to 23.6%. It's very fast because 10 years ago, it's only 15% efficiency.
And now it's
23.6% efficiency. And we also have these kind of, it's called dual side modules. It's dual glass modules. So it's transparent on the back side.
okay.
So it's both sides, it's all glass. So it could, for example, when it's installed on the desert, right? There's Sahara Desert. It's on the sand. So when the light shines on the sand, it will reflect back to the module, and it absorbs the light from the backside.
Okay.
So
side works.
yes, both sides works. So it could get another 15% from the back, which is very good for the ground project. Yes, and this one is also a new product. This is called anti-dust modules.
Anti-dust.
Anti-dust.
Okay.
So we remove the edge.
Yeah.
We call it infinity edge. So it's like infinity pool.
Okay.
For the upper side, there's no edge. You see the edge, right? For the upper side, there's no edge, and for the lower side as well. So when the rain falls down, the rain will wash down all the dirt.
The dust out.
Yes, and it will remove all the dirt covers, and it will last much longer without any dirt cover.
Interesting.
Yes. So these are some of our project. This is actually the Beijing APEC meetings in the hotel in Beijing.
Yeah.
We were doing the solar project, and this is in Qinghai. Probably one of the Chinese first solar park in Qinghai. We were the first private-owned company to invest. And this is in Japan, a 15 megawatts solar park. It's also invested by Sunrise Japan. And these are the other projects in the States, Columbia Broadcast Center. I think it's called, this building is called Television City. I forgot the actual name. It's something like this.
Oh, so these are all the projects you have done, most of the projects.
Yes, these are projects. This is Australia. They have a tracking system. It's actually very advanced. Even in today's standards, it's two-axis tracking. They can follow the sun, x-axis and y-axis. So it's very efficient. Even by today's standards. And these are some of our cell production line. This is our chemical factories to produce the silicones. This is in Quzhou, Zhejiang Quzhou. So they produce the silicone before we make it into the wafers. We are actually trying to make new, more consumer product, like on the vans.
Yeah.
This is
so like this one to avoid using fuel, and this one will be just using solar energy.
We are currently the main problem is our module are a bit heavy, because so we can't put it like this. If we put it, it's going to tilt. It's going to tilt. So we are thinking our current design is 2 systems with a tracking system, and it's very efficient. So it won't cover the driving, but if you go camping, you can charge your phone with it. You can watch television with it, which is very good for if you are living in somewhere remote and you want to go camping, you want to have some peaceful time outside. You don't want to have a diesel generator with you. Then that's going to be perfect. This is in airport. I think it's an air base. So we made 30 megawatts on the abandoned airbase. Not abandoned, retired airbase, sorry. This is a Shanghai automobile factory. They have the car park. It's huge car park. It's Shanghai Shangqi car park. This is our factory roof.
Oh, your factory, you all use solar?
Yes, we made it in 2017. And back then, everyone thinks solar on the roof is uninvestable. But we made it, and we think we believe it worked. And now last year, we paid back the investment. So it worked. We were the pioneer. And this is actually something we are very proud of. This is on the Mount Everest. Mount Everest Base Camp. So we were with Huawei and China Telecom. They want to build a telecommunication tower for the cell phone. So they asked us if we could provide the panels and the structures designed for the power, because they obviously don't have a stable power line up there. So we designed a specific structure and the mounting for them. And Huawei engineer just designed the telecommunication system. So we integrate everything together. And now everyone climbing the Mount Everest will have the cell phone service, and we are very proud of it.
Wow, so even now on Everest you have network.
Yes, so it says 部分大本 HG1. Yeah.
Why solar energy?
Why solar? It's a very good question. I would say the first thing, cheap.
Oh, cheap.
It's free.
Okay.
You get solar energy for free from the sun for billions of years.
Yes.
And in the possible future, we can see it will continue to be free.
Yeah.
So that's much better than any other form of energy. The coal, the nuclear, everything else. It's free, it's pollution free, and it's safe.
Wow. I'm so happy. He said it's not just free, it's safe to humanity. So which year was this factory founded?
This company was founded in 1966. Yes, 1966.
This factory?
Yes, we're not here.
You're not here, but I know, yeah.
It was called Ningbo Solar Electrical Company.
Okay.
Back then we were actually doing the semiconductor factory.
Okay.
We were doing some of the early research in semiconductors.
Okay.
And then as we are researching the recycled wafers, we find out some applications of solar.
Oh.
And in 1978, we produced the first solar module in China.
Wait, are you saying this is the first factory in China to produce solar energy?
Yes, the first solar module ever produced in China in 1978. You can find it in many Chinese history books.
Oh, wow, interesting. Then that means these are experts in the solar energy.
And now we are fully private owned, and we are having business globally. We have sold products for more than 70 countries around the world and regions around the world. And yes, we are doing construction, design, engineering. We manufacture here and other bases in China. Yes.
Whoa, interesting. I'm so impressed that you don't just do only solar energy. You have different sectors. So right now I realize that your dad is the boss of the factory now.
Yes.
Wow, and you are his son.
Yes.
Oh, interesting. I've realized that in China, they've been able to make so many factories and the management and everything. What inspired you to come and manage that factory?
Yes, for me, I would just be very frank.
Yeah,
It's two things: money and sustainability.
yeah,
Obviously, it's a very big factory.
yeah,
It's very hard to find people that you could trust
yeah,
a huge asset with
yeah,
in any country. So the family business management, the priority is I have to come back.
Yeah.
There's no way around it. I could spend many years in UK, but eventually I will be called back.
yeah,
And the second is I'm always very a true believer in the sustainable energy field.
yeah,
Because we think it's sustainable in finance because because we also do the investment.
yeah,
If I invest a solar plant in China, I could get back my investment in 3 to 4 years.
oh really?
So in financially, it's sustainable, and
Okay.
it will only get better in the future because the solar modules are getting cheaper and cheaper and cheaper,
Yeah,
and our installation are getting more efficient. So it is just can become more sustainable in the future.
more cheaper.
And for the environment, it is better.
Safe.
We cannot pollute the earth.
Yeah.
We have to save the earth by stop the climate change, right?
Yeah.
So I can't think of a better career
Than
than
this.
doing this.
Wow, interesting. Yeah, like do you have other countries you have invested or you are doing? You
Yes,
have
yes, we do some investment.
yeah,
We have some projects in Europe,
yeah,
southern Italy, Sicily Island,
Okay.
Southern Island, and we also have some project in Germany. Also, we invest some company in Germany, and we have some project in Bangladesh, Southeast Asia. But mainly our project focused on China because we are more familiar with the situation.
The
We
environment.
don't want to expand blindly. We don't want to jump into a situation
You
and
don't
say,
know.
pray to God we will make it work.
Oh wow,
We want to
interesting.
make our judgment very clear based on the statistics and the numbers.
Yeah, you know, being outside China, we think Chinese products are fake and not quality. What makes these factory products different?
The first I would say
Yeah,
is that we don't need to prove our products are different.
okay.
Because if we go to a customer
Yeah,
that we sold our product in 2004 in Germany, you find a customer we sold our product to in 2004
Yeah.
in Germany, and say, how do you think about Sun-Earth's product?
yes.
They would love it. They would come back again and tell us, do you still sell this product? They still come to us
For the
saying,
same
do we have replacement for this product? If they are, some kind of crack or something, they need replacement.
Yeah,
If they have new order, they still come to us.
yeah,
Some of our foreign, in Germany and Italy and Poland, our distributors have been working with us for 20 years.
wow.
And we call it generational business. Why? Because their father has retired.
Yeah.
And now their son
children.
has come into the place. And
To
now
replace.
it's the same situation between me and my father. So,
Yeah.
so it's a 2-generational business already.
Yeah.
And I think this is already a proof of quality and sustainable business.
Yeah.
We are not just, we sell the product and we are gone. We take money and gone.
Yeah.
We are here to stay. And we go to a market and we intend to stay.
Wow, interesting. I know so many people are watching all over the world. If they want to get any products from this factory, are you ready for collaborators, investors, or where can they get these products?
Of course.
Oh, interesting. So how many workers do you have in general?
In average operating capacity, we have 500 workers.
Oh,
And 100 about desk staff.
whoa, that's a lot. So
And in a peak time, we have about 1,000.
workers, interesting. I know we have several developing countries who like to start these factories like this, but they don't have the knowledge, they don't have the experience as your factory. Is your factory willing to help other countries in developing this kind of solar energy?
Of course. Especially we actually just signed an agreement with Bangladesh Prime Minister,
Yeah.
Her Excellency in Beijing, We signed a memorandum
Yes.
to build a facility to train the Bangladeshi worker
Yeah.
to make them skillful in solar installation, in
Okay.
solar technology,
Okay.
and we believe the solar will be huge demand for solar because currently there's only 1,500 megawatt capacity of
Yeah.
solar, and in 2 years it will jump to 6,000.
Whoa.
So there's a 4,000 gap
Wow.
in just 2 years, and they have to fulfill it. So we are providing training, we are providing our technical expertise to countries that they need it.
Yeah.
We think it's a bilateral beneficial
Yeah, for
agreement.
both countries.
Yes, for the country.
If you need any of these products, reach us and we'll any collaboration with this factory and we'll help you reach them. Thank you so much, David.
Thank you.